So, I bought a couple of drones over the summer, and I think maybe I got a little bit carried away. You know what they say, go big or go home. Can anyone count how many drones I have in here? So basically what happened was, this guy calls me up out of nowhere. I talked to him once on Facebook. He direct messaged me. So I talked to him before in the past because he was trying to sell a drone, and I found a really good deal, so I figured, hey, maybe I'll buy this drone, whatever. So I ended up buying the drone from him. The drone didn't work out for, whatever, it's not important. Basically, I bought the drone, and he called me because he ended up with a pallet full of drones, basically. And he's one of those guys that buys things by the pallets, and he sells them. So he got a bunch of drones, but he's telling me he doesn't know a thing about drones, and he was hoping maybe I can help him sell it, or better yet, just buy the whole thing off of him and then I can sell it myself or whatever. Well, he didn't tell me at first that it was a pallet full of drones. He just told me it was, blah blah, it's going to be about this much dollar value that he expects out of it, so if I give him that, he'll be happy. So I was like, okay, I'll do that. It was just a couple $100. And yeah, I bought it, and it was literally a car full of drones. Like, it was like box after box of drones. And it took me a couple of days to just organize everything. And it wasn't just drones. It was also some RC cars and a bunch of toy drones. I think I even have an RC boat somewhere. So yeah, and a bunch of components and spare parts. The problem with the toy drones, none of them came with transmitters. So most of them I can't fly. So it basically, and most of these drones were actually just most of these drones didn't even work. They were pretty much broken. Oh, you know what? I just thought of something I can put on this. I have some 0803, 0802 motors left over from a Mobula. I think I can put it on this frame. Anyways, yeah, so I'm getting all these like building ideas because I just have so many spare parts, and whenever I'm like, whenever a new drone comes out, and I have to think twice. It's like, can I just make that with the spare parts I have? And that's how I ended up making that rubbish drone. So yeah, so I have a bunch of parts. And of course, remember these. This is the one I took apart. So I learned a lot about old school drone parts. I have so many now, but yeah, so I guess I'll be doing a lot more build videos. Oh, and let me show you something cool. So this is, turn this off. Ooh, it's dark. So dark. Okay, so, okay. So yeah, oh yeah, it also came with the Tello, which I was very shocked because Tello itself is like $100. I'm sure it's cheaper on the used market, but yeah. And I would have never bought something like this because it's freaking brushed drone motor and 720 camera, and I heard there's a huge delay, so every recording you do is choppy. But I used it and it's super stable, and the flight time is pretty good, and it's like rock solid. And yeah, there is a lag in the video, but the video quality is actually fantastic. For 720p, it's one of the best 720p cameras I've seen, and its image is stabilized. So yeah, I used it for like B-roll footages. It's very handy to carry around. It's very easy. I actually ended up buying like 4 of these afterwards. There's some other projects that I've been meaning to work on with these as well. So yeah, now I have a bunch of antennas and chargers, and oh my god, I just have so much stuff. I have so many batteries. I don't even know what to do with. And yeah, this is the thing I wanted to show you. So this is another build I've been working on actually before I got that thing, but I got to finish it because there was a bunch of like brushed boards that the guy wasn't using anymore, because no one really builds brush drones anymore. So I had this, I don't know if you ever flew, this is the Parrot Swing, and this thing is just terrible, guys. It's like the worst flying thing I've ever had, and because it has such bad flight characteristics. If you want to fly it, you need a reasonably large space, and it has to kind of fly off quite far before you get a hang of it. If there's any kind of wind, forget about it. But it comes with a Bluetooth connection for a transmitter, so you can't really fly far at all. And of course, I couldn't handle that. Like I really wanted to convert it into a VTOL, so I put a camera on it, I put the brush boards on it. So I'll show you how this flies. It actually flies quite well. Of course, you need a board with the acro mode, because otherwise the gyros get kind of funky, and I'll explain the details later. But yeah, so that project is coming up, and I think this might already be released. Yeah, this actually I think I released the video for this before the recording of this, so I lose track because I have so many projects going on. But I'm gonna do another video on this because people don't seem to believe that this is a really worthwhile setup. And to prove it, I'm gonna show you how this thing flies in 1S. You know, this is a 3S drone, and on 3S this thing is a rocket. I mean, it's no toothpick, but it's pretty close, and it's fairly durable because of all these, you know, plastic. But yeah, so I'm charging the batteries right now, so I'll show you the test flight. I'm gonna do one in the 500 milliamp hour and another one in the high volt 250 or 300. I can't tell, too small. But yeah, so I'll show you how it flies in 1S. And yeah, I think what I might actually do is I love this frame so much now that I think I'm gonna take a regular Mobula 7. And maybe convert it over. Actually, I think I'm just gonna buy a Mobula 7 board and just add a cheap camera on top of it, put it on this frame, and I have an extra 11.0. What is this motor? 1102. I always forget. Yeah, I have an extra set of 1102 motors left over, so I'm just gonna have that set up, and I can fly that in 2S no problem. I mean, if it flies in 1S, yeah, it's gonna be pretty fast in 2S without the HD camera. So I don't think I'll even need to go to 3S. And 3S, it might actually be so floaty it's almost unflyable. So I'm gonna buy a cheap Crazy Bee F3 board. I think they're like 25 bucks now. They got cheap. So yeah, I'm gonna order a few more of these frames and a Crazy Bee board. And actually, I have 3 Mobulas now. I have this guy, and this guy, and I really don't need 3. I don't think I'll ever even fly this anymore, and I don't need 2 of these because basically I have this and this. And I applaud you. That was a really long update video, so hope you stuck around. Again, as always, if you have any suggestions or comments or otherwise, just leave it down below. And share this video. Click like, subscribe, and hope you have a nice day. Totally forgot to mention, you should definitely check out Scotty's video. He made a response video to my rubbish build, and he made his own junkyard drone, and that thing is freaking awesome. I'll link down below. Check him out. And okay, he built this if you stuck around all the way to the end of the video, I thank you. And